Don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe for more tokusatsu content, and I thank you for your continued support. I think I'm really gonna like this series. Or maybe I'm just easy to please. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just easy to please. But this series so far, episode 1, is pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's get into it. Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Kamen Spike 2.0 back again once again. And today, people, today we are here for the first episode, the debut episode of Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity. And this, man, they tell you everything in this freaking show. Well, not everything, but they basically give you a good general synopsis on how this series is going to work, how the universe works, and the characters within that universe and their jobs and stuff like that they have to do, right? And it seems like the main villain, or like the big head villains of this series, is going to be the Maku space, basically Maku space. And we start off fighting in this gigantic galactic battle war. I felt like I was watching a Gundam episode, with all these different characters fighting off this big space armada, and it looked really good. Like the CGI actually looked really good. The mechs in space, going throughout space, looked really good. And I remember in one of my previous videos where I talked about how my speculations for this show, and talking about how we have all this heavy artillery and all this firepower and all this, like, these big giant ships and stuff like that. And I was like, what are we fighting that's gonna take all this? And this episode answered my question. What are we fighting? This. This is what we're fighting, and I loved it. And I really am really interested in the little gears called Emo gear, where basically everything, they're all based off of like emotions. Like, I feel like emotions is going to be a big thing in this series as well. And based on like seeing how our Doki or Reggie, or I'm not gonna say Reggie, but Reggie, well, I'm just gonna say Doki, because I'm in that mode where I'm just like, my brain's moving a mile a minute. So Doki is our red Gavan, or our first Gavan that we're introduced to. And at the end of the episode, we get our next Gavan, or our next space sheriff that we get introduced to in the ending of the episode. But man, I gotta take a breath. But I just really like this first episode. It felt really kind of like fresh and kind of new, because for me, I've never watched a Gavan series. This is my first Gavan series. I have always known of Gavan, as I've said in previous videos, but I have always known of Gavan, especially with like their team ups with different Sentai, but I never watched a Gavan like show straight up, right? But this was really cool. I love seeing the suit in action. It's so sleek, and it's like, but still, it's not too armored, but it's armored, it's sleek, it's shiny, and it looks really good. And I really thought that like the blaster, or the electro plate, or his blaster that he used, I thought it was gonna be like really bulky, but at the same time, it's not as bulky as I thought it was gonna be. Like, I really thought it was gonna be like this big gun that he just lugging around, but no, it doesn't seem all that big. Pause. But yeah, and because even in the beginning of the episode, whatever, like when we had all the Gavans fighting in this like space war galactic battle, there were 5 Gavans shown. There were 5 of them, and one of them was like a purple one, and he looked just like Red Gavan. So, and I've been getting like kind of hints and like little stuff going around, like saying that he's gonna be like an evil Gavan, or he's gonna like become a traitor. And I'm thinking that's gonna be the case, because the way his suit looks, he does look like he could go evil. But this was actually really cool. I love how they explain how this universe or universes are going to work, where basically the Gavans basically live in a multiverse, and sometimes they have to go to another whatever department has to go to another universe to help out that other universe. And there's an Earth in all the other universes, and it seems like every Earth might have like its own Gavan. Maybe, I don't know yet. Well, we don't know yet, but it's actually really dope to see that we're getting a straight up multiverse in a series. And that kind of goes into the whole thing of like, does this exist in the same universe as Sentai and Kamen Rider? Maybe, we don't know yet. But the introduction to our Red Gavan Doki, I really like him. I really do like him. He feels like a Red Ranger though, but he doesn't. But he still feels like he feels like he's an in between of like that super quirky, always high up and mighty type, always like super energetic type of Red. But he's also kind of like he's also still kind of down to earth at the same time. Like, he's quirky. He feels like Spider-Man to a degree, where he like all the quips and stuff like that. But it does seem like he has a past. He has a tragic past. He may have lost a friend or something like that in a past mission, and maybe it's something that he failed. But because we get like flashbacks and stuff with it, and we see how that tragic thing that happened to him may be his biggest motivation of why he is the way he is. But in this episode, we get a full synopsis on like how the suit works, how the transformation works, what the little gears are called Emo gear. Just a big, like, real, like, I feel like this was a good introduction to this world or worlds. But yeah, the monsters that they're going to be fighting seems like bad people, like regular people can also use Emo gear, but when a person uses an Emo gear, it seems like it's black, and when they twist it, they're able to like transform and use it, then whatever weapon it turns into, they're able to use. And it seems like our space sheriffs, that they go off and they capture criminals and take that whatever Emo gear they have, and they kind of like convert it and make it good so they can use it. It seems like the black Emo gear have like a blackish type of like energy or aura around them that basically feeds off of negative emotions, and that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm putting together in my head thinking. But man, this Doki's a dope character. I really like him. I think he's a dope character. So far in this episode, he kind of showed off. He seems kind of like a show off, but he also seems like a good, genuine person who's also serious about his job, and that's what I like. I feel like that's what I mean by the whole, like, he's kind of like a down to earth sort of kind of character. But yeah, this seems like it's going to be a great series. The fighting looks dope, the CGI looks dope, the weapons look dope, suits look dope, music is banging. I love the music is really good. Yeah, it seems like this is gonna be a good series. I'm thoroughly really like interested in how this world is gonna work. I'm really interested on meeting the other Gavans, or the other space sheriffs. And in this episode, we got an introduction to our dual wielding space sheriff, and I really like him already. They end up going to his universe because his Earth was in trouble, and it seems like they were in the middle of like a resistance type of thing, where this one guy he's mad that the world don't want to listen to him, so he kind of built like a resistance against his own planet, and now he has like an army of people that agree with him, I guess, and now they're fighting against the police. And we see that Doki gets in the middle of that and tries to stop it, and basically he does. We see that the guy's ammo gear that he ended up using ends up turning into a monster. So it seems like the monsters that we're fighting are going to be like emotion based, like they're going to be the result of like an ammo gear like going berserk. Maybe that's what I'm trying to put. That's what I'm basically putting together based on what this ammo gear and this episode did. But yeah, he takes this thing down easily. Like Doki he takes this thing down with the quickness, while also giving a whole monologue to our main criminal dude, or the brother of the sister character that we saw earlier in the episode. But man, he was willing to give this guy a chance and stuff like that, even though he's still getting arrested. You're still going to jail. You're still booking you. You get booked. but yeah, this was actually really dope. And after he gets booked, we do see that the samurai, well, like our dual wielding space sheriff, he ends up transforming, and I guess he's gonna fight Doki. I don't know why exactly, but he seems like he transforms and stuff like that, and it's actually a big surprise to Doki and his crew. And it seems, it also says like Doki's crew is top secret. His crew, like his department, is it's basically like top secret, and his crew and his department is kind of seen as like a laughing stock, because people think they're useless, but they're actually like out there saving the world pretty well. We end up seeing like the chief, our main girl character, name is Agi, and it seems like Agi is gonna be our quirky girl, who's gonna be like you know, she's gonna be quirky, she's gonna be goofy and funny, but she's also gonna be like integral to the plot, and also like a very important character. I actually really like her already. But man, this seems like it's going to be a good series. This left a good impression on me. Personally, this left a really good impression on me. I'm a sucker for like aesthetics and music and things like that. So, and martial arts. So I think I'm going to like this series. But are you going to like this series? Did this episode leave a good impression on you? Let me know down in the comment section below. But with that being said, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember, as I always say, stay Henshin.
Yeah, the shining golden sign.